Impressive, honestly, though, that he learned how to play the flute and, is doing all this. In my opinion.
Didn't we play the record? What's the difference between the flute and the recorder?
Yeah, that's crazy, Miles. Stop.
A lot.
Stop.
Does that mean?
Stop.
I love Andre 3000. I respect it. And that's why I feel comfortable saying this, because I think is it really that different?
You can't play the flute.
I can't.
The flute has
But didn't they have us playing the recorder? And
Yeah. It's different.
It's
like how
definitely
different?
You change the tonality.
Like how different though?
Very different. I'm telling you, you change the tonality of the note you're playing with a flute based on your output on your mouth, which is a recorder. It equalizes your breath and makes one consistent note, and all you have to do is change the buttons.
But how bad would if you did the recorder on like a flute track be? Like how bad? Like
terrible.
Like say a flute was 10 out of 10. Like would a recorder be an 8?
It wouldn't make noise. You wouldn't make noise out of a flute if you just played the recorder. You gotta like.
No, I respect it. I respect the flute. I'm not playing the flute.
Me neither.
I don't play no instruments. I don't know if Frank Ocean does either, but he dropped a snippet.
He did.
Did y'all hear it? Do y'all care? Can he? How long are we gonna let him get it off?
I don't care.
Let me know how long.
Can I be the first one to say I don't care?
Go.
I listened to the snippet. I thought it was cool. I thought obviously it sounded good, but I just don't care. I don't care because Frank Ocean has continuously showed us that he doesn't care about us. So I don't necessarily care about him anymore. I think the Coachella performance was kind of my breaking point when it came to him.
Niggas is dick riding though. That shit was fire.
Isn't dick riding when you're like, oh, that shit was fire?
No, you just talking about it too much. Like, you know what I mean?
That you're literally what you said is literally the definition of
think
dick
about
riding.
this. When I'm mad,
you are crazy.
When I'm mad, I would say no. Because think about it. When you criticize me, I say get off my dick. You know what I mean? That's a factual statement.
I'm not gonna overanalyze.
I'm not analyzing the dick comment
of that comment. I'm just saying that you are saying exactly what you just said.
You're dick riding though. Anyways, you're hating.
You are. What was great about the performance? Let me know.
That shit felt like a movie.
You were there?
Yes.
And what how did it feel like a movie? Can you be more descriptive?
The fucking visuals, yes, I understand that he was behind the barrier. Is that what niggas was hating on? You know the little barrier that he was behind or whatever with the speakers and shit? Like they said he wasn't that visible from behind.
I'm personally not hating on the performance. I wasn't there to see it. I'm more hating on the fact that people had, first, that it wasn't fully what it was supposed to be. And then second, he canceled the second day because I guess he wasn't prepared or wasn't
that's
fully
fucked
what it was supposed
up.
to be.
Canceling the second one was
That's
fucked
what I'm
up.
saying. Like, I kind of, that is kind of...
I see what you're saying.
For me, it's more professionalism, right? Like, I know he's going through shit in his own life, but, you committed to this, bro. You committed to this, and people bought tickets just because you were going to be there. You know what I'm saying? It's professionalism, and it's a courtesy to your fans, too, you know? You do owe people something at the end of the day. I don't care what anyone says.
Before I speak on the snippet, I want to speak on the Coachella performance because that's kind of where we are. Do I think Frank Ocean performed good or bad at Coachella? Somewhere between mid and bad. Did I enjoy the set? Yes, very much. Because Frank Ocean's mid to bad is everybody else's great.
But why was it mid? What was mid about the performance? When that nigga sang, it was incredible.
When he sang. Exactly. When he sang.
But the visuals, even when he wasn't singing on the screens, were fire. And everyone from the front to the back could see those screens.
Yeah. To me, when he was performing, it was incredible. To me, in hindsight, what I didn't like about the performance is the percentage in which he performed. I think there were moments that everybody saw that were captured on video where he looked like he was about to sing Nights and then didn't. And just vibed out to it. And that's cool. We can all vibe out to that together. But I think my gripe with the performance was I would have liked to have him perform a little more.
Why is the bar so low for Frank Ocean? Like, why are Frank Ocean fans
but that's what I'm saying.
willing to
the
let
bar
him do
wasn't low.
Bro, he didn't even perform.
Because the music...
according to Spencer,
but
he didn't even
looked
perform.
crazy.
He probably performed... He probably performed...
Bro,
he
could have released the visuals. He could have released a music video, bro. You don't pay hundreds of dollars to go see your favorite artist and just watch them not singing to the song.
Honestly, I think my answer to that is I think the bar is very low for Frank Ocean fans because I think Frank Ocean's music is that much better than the music that we get today. To be honest, I think those two albums that he put out are that significantly better than everything else we've gotten from what Channel Orange was 2012. Yeah. 2012 to now. I think it was that much better that he has earned himself that grace. Now, it's been 7 years since Blonde came out. The snippet is not impressing me. Now, I need to be fed a little bit more, but I think he earned those first 6 years of grace. now I would like a little more as a fan.
And let's compare him to someone that makes sense. Tyler, the Creator, just performed at Camp Flog Gnaw. It has been in the game as long as Frank Ocean. Arguably makes the same, if not better, music. And bro, he killed his performance. Killed it. At 31 years old, is still going
At
hard
his
for his
festival.
fans.
At
At
his
his
festival.
own festival too. That's
Which
what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Why
saying.
would you give a mid-performance at your own festival?
No, bro,
Frank
you're
Ocean
not.
has
You're
no
literally.
incentive.
You're literally not hearing what I'm saying.
Jose, I agree with you.
Bro, he's not only putting on a festival, obviously for himself to make money or whatever,
Exactly.
and continue building his legacy, but for his fans too. And he's performing at that festival. He doesn't have to perform at the festival, bro. He's 31 years old. He's not a young
That's
dude.
not old.
Bro, he's not. But he's not young to be jumping around on stage
Jose.
with a flamethrower and shit. You know what I'm saying? You are just playing devil's advocate.
I'm
and
not.
You are
I
dick riding.
love Frank
I
Ocean.
agree.
You are dick
I
riding.
agree with you because if you ask me right now who the better artist is, Tyler the Creator,
Yeah.
hands down.
And
you
I
ask
would-
me
I
in
would
10
agree the
years,
same way.
Tyler the Creator.
I would agree.
That's the better artist.
I would agree.
Okay.
Puts
cool.
out better music, better performances. That is the better artist. But like Frank can get off what he's getting off.
Because why are we comparing? There's no point to compare the two. Tyler is doing his thing. Frank is doing his thing. They
And-
don't have to be like, you know what I mean?
And
They-
realistically,
cool.
you go to an artist for a feeling. And I go to Tyler for this feeling of nobody understands me, but I can kind of find confidence in that personally. Frank is a whole different vibe, and it's a vibe that nobody else has filled. It's something like to me, the only person that's close to what Frank gives me is like Dejan or James Blake. And to me, the quality music they put out is so lesser than, not to say they're not great, both of them are great, but it's so much lesser than Channel Orange and Blonde to me that Frank has earned that grace because he can give me a feeling nobody else can, like at just like a level that I haven't ever experienced in my life.
Frank Ocean doesn't have to perform at Coachella or perform ever again.
You're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
And if he chooses to do so, then he needs to give a good performance.
He doesn't need to do anything.
And that's where you're wrong. That's where
Because-
you're wrong, bro.
Why, bro?
That's
Because-
where you're wrong.
Hear me out. If you bought a Coachella ticket just to see Frank Ocean, that's on you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do that. No one's making you do that. It's a whole festival full of a bunch of other artists. No one's expecting you to buy tickets just for a Frank Ocean performance. If you're banking your entire weekend, your whole paycheck on a Frank Ocean performance, that's on you. Because that's not the purpose of this festival.
When was the last time you could see Frank Ocean perform?
As
That's
someone who
that's my
loves
point.
Frank Ocean, I loves Frank Ocean. I'm not just going to Coachella just to see Frank Ocean. Like, I'm not.
But when else are you going to see a Frank Ocean performance?
I feel you.
That's
It's
my
rare.
point.
It's
That's my
rare, but
point.
that
Like,
nigga's
when
not-
was the last time he performed before that?
He's not obligated to perform. There's no obligations for these people to do anything. That's what I'm saying. It's not playing no devil.
No, there's a contractual obligation when you agree to do Coachella and headline.
And
it
he showed
to
up.
perform.
And he showed up, and when he didn't, he paid the fine.
So y'all are basically saying if Frank Ocean showed up and pissed on stage, you would have been like, "Oh man, great performance."
I
dude."
wouldn't have. I would have been like, I don't care. That affects his pockets, not mine.
Personally,
That affects his reputation, not mine. I don't give a shit because the music still streams. Blonde and Channel Orange still slap regardless what that nigga does at Coachella.
I agree with Jose. I don't think he has any need to perform, and I think if he's going to agree to do Coachella, he should do the performance.
I agree he should do the performance. I liked it. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really well set up, and I thought it was creative.
Yeah.
Everything has been done in performance. He's not a dancer, so he's not gonna do this whole big.
He doesn't need to.
choreographed
He
thing.
just needs to sing.
He
We
did-
all like his
Yeah.
But there's
music.
He's a
other
singer and he
aspects-
needs to sing.
But there's other aspects of the performance that niggas did not pay attention to, bro. Like the DJ thing or the security guard thing where he was dancing and like bringing in the DJ to do the remixes of all the shit. That was creative.
It was
That
creative,
was
but it wasn't.
fire.
It was. It's not what I want from a Frank Ocean.
It's not what you want, but the nigga was trying. And that's why I'm not mad. That shit was cool, bro.
I just feel like that performance didn't scream trying to me, but I think we gotta agree to disagree because you clearly have a different opinion on that shit than I do.
Yeah, bro, because I don't hate. But yeah, on the snippet,
no,
on the snippet,
Miles,
which
you are a
started the
hater,
shit-
bro. You are a hater at heart.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I
That's what I'm
was
saying.
there, and I'm
The
not
positive
hating.
person.
You know, I left with you. We walked out together, and we were like,
And
"Yo,
you fucked with it.
I was like, we saw Frank Ocean. That was
and you
dope.
was fucking with it. Exactly.
Yes, because I saw Frank Ocean.
So I'm confused.
I had time to think about it and time to talk to a lot of people. And
Talk to people, but your personal experience, when you were the only person to walk away and experience that moment, was positive.
I told you from the beginning it was positive. Do I think he performed well? No, but does that matter? No. It's Frank Ocean. He is a god to me. Seeing him live, seeing him do what he does.
Nah, like the performance was cool, bro. And that's a big. I would have rather seen that performance than a lot of other niggas. But
Me too.
it got talked
Me
about
too.
because of the snippet. The snippet came out. I do agree with y'all on that. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm not tripping over a snippet. This is just some shit that he put out. I want music.
Yeah.
100%. And I think he's gonna eventually give that to us whenever. But yeah, I don't think we should be like freaking out. I don't think he deserves to have niggas up in arms and tripping over a snippet.
It kind of feels like people were of the same opinion.
Yeah.
Like people were like, "Oh man, this is cool," but we're not getting our hopes up.
Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. The last like music-y relevant like I guess like intelligent conversation we can have is Drake J. Cole tour.
Yeah.
Drake I thought this nigga was cooling for a little bit.
Nah, boom, more tour dates.
Yeah, it seems like he's trying to have motion again.
Well, I think he